Hello everyone, we are now doing the evil version of the list we just did yesterday, which if you didn't check it out, that one was a lot more positive for the New Year's. I want to look over 2024 Dokkan and look at all my favorite unit releases. This is the exact opposite. I'm looking at my least favorite unit releases, the units that I hate, the units that are poopy, that are bad, that I don't love. Now some quick special facts here. I am a global player, so I'm going to be looking at the global release schedule. That means there are some characters released 2023 on the JP side that are part of my pool of characters here. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you on the list as well. 2023 truly had some stinky releases, and it's just a shame that it had to go into 2024 for us global players, because we kind of got it both, because we got content from JP players on the poopy content, and then we got to experience it for ourselves in 2024. Truly sad. But there are some 2024 releases in here as well. Do not worry, you're pretty little ahead. Like the first one. Let's go over Super Vegeta. Now, I am a pretty big Super Vegito fan. If I had to go I think I said Vegeta. I meant to say Super Vegito. Super Vegito fan. Now, when this character is a little of a two-timer for me. It's very personal when it comes to this guy. Now, I like Vegito, Super Vegito, more than I like Super Gogeta. Okay, it's not a fusion glaze difference. All right, I prefer Blue Gogeta than Blue Vegito, but when it comes to the super form, I prefer Vegito. Honestly, base as well, I probably prefer Vegito. He looks cool as hell. What can I say? But this guy truly makes me mad, because I'm bringing his initial release into it. Okay, I'm bringing it into this. I pulled this guy on his initial banner, and he was very good. Remember, in case you don't know, he was maybe the best unit. He was a great unit on his release. Here's the thing, though, that celebration on global. We went from the 6th year anniversary from the 5th year anniversary into the worldwide celebration for Buhan and Vegito. And that was so ass. I can't actually swear. Both of those had to be bleeped out. I'm sorry. But it was so bad that I quit Dokkan for an entire year. I quit Dokkan until I got an ad randomly for Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza, and then I locked back in because I was like, oh my god, those guys look so cool. I joined. What a great celebration to join in. I had so much stuff to do. It was very fun. I've been playing ever since then. I started from the 1st year anniversary of this game. I was playing up until the 5th year anniversary, and then this guy's celebration pooped in my mouth. So I never got to enjoy this guy when he was really good. And oh boy, when I saw that his EZA was coming up, all of a sudden, a surprise, end of 9th anniversary part, EX part, whatever. These guys getting EZA, holy crap. And then I use them, and it's like, they're not even that good. They're not even that good. They kind of suck, honestly. They're just not that. This base form, so bad. It gets you killed instantaneously. If you do manage to get Vegito out, he's pretty good. You know, he doesn't deal nearly as much damage as I wish he would. Most of these counter units don't, honestly. It's kind of the thing. Nowadays, I should say. Nowadays, these counter units don't. Because there's another counter unit that came out this year, /EZA, that I also have some problems with. I got this guy rainbowed. I built him full crit. No, I didn't. He has crit in his kit now. He's full dodge. Yeah, he's full dodge right now. But God, he's just an ugly little being. I actually did have him full crit. I had to change all of his stuff over. It was just so sad for me. But yeah, no, don't like that guy. Just really don't like him. He's ugly. He's gross. He's not as good as he needed to be. It's not even like he's bad. He's okay. He needed to be great. I didn't get to use him when he was great. He made me quit Dokkan. Let's grab this guy. Now, I was very lucky when it came to these crap banners that came on global. I pulled on Slug, I pulled on this guy, I pulled on Roshi, and I got all of them within like 2 or 3 multis. It was stupid. It was truly stupid. But you know, I'm glad I got lucky on those, because I don't really use these guys too much. Any of those guys very much, because they're just aggressively okay, especially this guy. Now, from what I saw, now this one's a little more personal as well. I haven't used this guy a whole lot. Every single time I've used him, he's gotten me killed. Every single time I've used him, he's gotten me killed. Whether it's, well, I mean, it's always been the Kid Gohan, honestly. But, like, don't like him. He's locked the Planet Namek Saga. Horrible category, because they just fumble every single release. Maybe he's better than I think if there were better Planet Namek Saga and Namekian's characters. I mean, Nail's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. It's stupid. It's dumb. Every single time I use him, he kills me. I haven't used him a lot. He just pisses me out. Whenever I see him in my box, I'm like, oh, look, there's that loser. There's this loser. I'm so glad I only put like 100 stones in to get this guy, and I got him, and I still feel like it was a waste. Oh man, dude, like he does nothing for me. The most use I've gotten out of him was I used him in that Planet Namek Saga tile breaking, and he managed to do it for me. Thanks, loser. All right, we're going back to back on losers. We got the masked what is his name? Saiyan and Warrior in Black. I don't even necessarily have too much to hate about this guy, other than the fact that he's a part of the last hero celebration, which rest in piss. Who cares? I don't really care about heroes. What's disappointing is every other character that released was really good, and then you're a really big outlier when you're as bad as this guy is. Really, it just goes to show like they don't know how to design kits well. Sometimes, like sometimes they have these ideas that I feel like they think are good ideas, but then they're just so bad. Even when here's the biggest problem I have with this guy. He's got all this wacky crap about HP being this and that, but like even when you have everything you need from him, he still isn't that great. I have this guy rainbowed. Every other character that released alongside him is just infinitely better. And then he's on all these teams that don't need help. Super Saiyans has plenty of damage dealers that are significantly better than him. Plenty of tanks that are significantly better than him. Same on Pure Saiyans. Same on Dragon Ball Seekers. Same on Time Travelers. Same on Goku's family. Same on even Dragon Ball Heroes. And that is the worst category in the game. That's not true. And same thing. Bond and Parent, like he helps no one. That's what his problem is. He helps no one. He's not a link battery for anyone because all these characters already share all these same links anyways. So he does nothing. He's a truly useless release, and it's just why did they release him? That's how I feel about a lot of Dragon Ball Heroes characters though. Dragon Ball Heroes is lucky that most of the characters they released were actually really good. Otherwise this list would be filled with all 5 of them. Because I truly don't understand most Dragon Ball Heroes releases. If we go into 2023 or 2022, I'm putting every Dragon Ball Heroes character on this list. My top 10 list is all Dragon Ball Heroes characters. I hate them so much. I'm honestly surprised I didn't put this guy higher, but that just tells you what kind of poop we got coming up. Like Goku Black. I summoned for this guy on Global. In case you don't know, this guy released as like the first super bosses lead that we had in the game. And it was a non-existent category. Where is this jabroni? There it is. This guy leads the most dead team in the world. Let's look at just super quickly. Super bosses. Corroded body and mind. Two of the worst categories on his release. Super bosses had nothing. I don't even know why I'm opening this up. You know what super bosses had. These didn't exist. Not that he's anything, but he didn't exist. He didn't exist on Global. He didn't exist on Global. He didn't exist. None of these existed. It was all just garbage and ass. And I summoned on him. Why did I do that? I don't know. Because it was next level bad. And then even still, his secondary category, what are we think? Corroded body and mind? Okay, Janemma got an easy. That's pretty good, actually. We'll do that one. As well as the Tech Vegeta also got an easy. But that's it. Those are the only 2 characters that are good on this entire category. This is the category of being ugly. This is the being ugly category. No good characters on here. Oh my god. And then the gall to only give him 2 super bosses. Non-existent. Corroded body mind, non-existent. Okay, but what about when super bosses were good? He was a must-have unit. That's true. When Super Bosses was good, aka they had 2 releases that were good and you had to have all of them. You might notice on this pool of characters, I don't have Cell Max. I never pulled him. So I never got to use this guy at his best. And keep in mind, this is a very tight team. This is there's no variety in this team. You are running the 6 best units because those are the only units, because the 7th best unit is ass and the 6th best unit is also pretty garbage. You were just being carried by Cell Max, this guy sort of, and then you got Domain clashing with AGL Broly, who's legitimately good and better. Man, the Domain problem is really the biggest problem we have. He is just the greatest effect of the Domain problem. Horrible categories he leads. Animations are booty garbage. Now, here's the thing. I don't really care about OSTs that much because I don't usually listen to the game with volume that much. But animations, I still got to see those. When your animations suck, it is so noticeable. And his animations are god-awful. Not a single good thing he does. He has no intro animation at all. I love intro animations. Not having an entrance animation definitely hurts you quite a bit. His Oh man, his art's pretty decent. Well, this is pretty ugly. I actually really don't like this art. This art I do like. And then it looks so goofy because his scythe is actually part of the background. So when he opens up his domain, he's just not holding anything. So, so goofy. Just a truly, like, probably one of the most fumbled releases ever. How is this guy low? This guy, I think I need to put him up. Actually, I am going to put him up. He's going to be above. Yeah, I think I'm putting him up to 4. I mean 5. They're putting him up to 5. All right, so this is gonna be the new 7th. Just because I'm thinking about it, and like this guy's animations are really good. So Frieza, he leads a horrible team as well. Planetary Destruction, Space Traveling Warriors is not very great. He himself isn't that good. The only good fight you really have for him is like STR Gogeta. He has no help, no defense. He leads Planetary Destruction, Space Traveling Warriors, but then it's like on the team you need. Doesn't he Terrifying Conquerors as well to make him like really good? So it's like, okay, why don't you lead that? Help me, please. You're just further limiting his team. And then this is the worst part, honestly. Got to be a Pure Saiyans category enemy, low class warrior. Just awful, 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 awful. The only thing that saves this guy from being, you know, honestly, it's kind of crazy because I don't think this saves this guy. I think it makes him worse in my mind. Is that his animations are so good. He's got an entrance animation that's beautiful. He's got super attacks that are beautiful. He has a active skill that is absolutely beautiful. Like he is one of like, as far as like average, all of his, you put everything together, he's probably one of the best animated characters in the entire game. And then his kit and everything is so bad. I know I don't get to use this guy. I don't get to see those animations because he sucks and he's on no teams and he's bad and he's ass and I hate him. Oh man, this is probably the only instance where having good animations hurt this guy because he is a complete 0. All right, let's move on to the new number 6 here, which is UI Goku, Tech UI Goku. I do not like this guy. You know when everyone complains about the STR UI Goku, who isn't on this list, just by the way, because I don't think he's really that. I don't feel anything strong about that guy. I mean, he's just an easy A. I don't care. But the complaints everyone has for that guy is just how I feel about this guy in his base. In his base, he might as well have 0% chance to dodge. Every single time I use this guy, I end up regretting it. Even when I'm like, oh, I was literally like, oh, I need to do an easy clear on the Majin Buu, Kid Buu fight because I did, you know, my 6,000 points with Majin Buu Saga. So let me run a Universal Survival Saga really quick. Throw this guy, not even as my leader, I throw him on there, he gets me killed. No increases to Kid Buu. He just decided not to dodge. So we died. I was like, I don't want to bring him. Someone in my chat was like, oh, just bring him. Come on. Like, there's, how bad could he be? Got me killed. Just, oh, so annoying. He's so annoying. And then it's honestly even more annoying because I feel like I have to run this guy because he's got the only super class domain that's like actually good. Because you get to choose when you use it, right? And it lasts for a while. That's the annoying thing about Future Gohan is you don't get to choose. And he's just like, time for domain time, guys. And it's like, ah, damn it. But with him, you get to choose. He does just do general superclass enemies and allies, so he is useful for a lot of different characters. So you feel like you have to run this guy, and then he gets you killed. That's really what hurts. And then when you don't run him, it's like, God, the team's a little worse because they don't have this domain. But what are you going to do about it? All right, you can't run him, okay? You can't because he gets you killed. When he transforms, he's pretty good, though. I feel like his counters actually do negative damage. I just can't get him to, unless you have a perfect setup. If you have a perfect setup, this guy does like the most insane damage in the game. And then he's got guaranteed dodge that first turn. He's got the increase in dodge, and he obviously have his domain open, so he's a little bit better, and then extra dodge. Honestly, when you transform with him, he's really good, but WoW is his base awful, and I hate running this guy. As soon as I have a chance not to run this guy, as soon as a new superclass domain comes out, I am never running this guy again. I might as well delete him from my box. Hate him, hate him, hate him. Some people are like, I really want to get it. I'm like, dude, you don't know the pain you have. All right, now what's crazy is every single unit that's going to be coming up here in this top 4 are all going to be 2023 JP units. As funny as it is. First, we're starting off with Rudigarn. Some people still try to tell me this guy is the GOAT. I don't know if I've gotten a unit that's gotten me killed more than this guy. If I even think about putting this guy in slot 1, he's dead. Now some people are like, well, just keep him slot 3, which I do. He'll still get me killed, though. Even in slot 3, he'll make sure to get me killed. But then, even then, if it's like, okay, if I'm running him slot 3, what's the point in running this guy? Because he either you know, more than likely doesn't dodge and gets us killed. Perfect, wonderful. Glad I brought him on the team. And then produces 0 damage. Wonderful, glad I brought him on the team. Or, you know, some people are like, well, you're supposed to have him slot 1 and, you know, to get those 3 dodges, and then he can't be killed. I have ran this guy, I don't know, many times. I've ran this guy so many times. I have never once, one time, gotten this guy to get 3 dodges in 1 turn to be able to have his permanent dodge for the next turn. Not one time. Either A, he doesn't dodge and he fucking dies, or B, there's only like 2 attacks there, or there's only 1 attack, you know, and then I can't get him to, you know, there's not enough attacks for him to be able to get the 3. I've literally never had it happen where I go to the next turn and he has full dodge. It's insane. Truly a nothing release. What makes me the most mad is that I pulled him on his original banner and I was just so many stones. So many stones to get this guy. He was extreme class. He revived extreme class guys. So many stones that went nowhere. Hate him so much. Not as much as this guy though. Now the reason this guy isn't number 1 is because at least he does have a ghost usher at the end of the day. Like at the end of the day, you know, you could do some shenanigans with him and he's a ghost usher, right? He has some usefulness, but he's got horrible animations. His English dub is horrible. I usually use I use the sub, but the dub for him is a next level awful. But his kit is horrible. Literally, he has one redeeming factor, and it's this. Delays a single targeted enemy's attack for 1 turn. You get more value out of running the tech droids than you do this guy at the end of the day, because at least you could use theirs right away. AGL Pycon, at least his is easier to come out. This guy is just asking to get killed. You know, at least like Pycon has like dodge in his kit. This guy has a 50% chance to guard if there are 3 or more android/shell-socket category allies on the team. You know who else has something like this? It's even the freaking Easy A, the attribute Easy A's. Like those extreme and super class for every single like class color in the game. They have this for their corresponding color and typing. But then at least they get like guaranteed stuff. These guys just die. This guy just has a coin flip to live or not. Oh, he is truly wow, he is truly bad. The only thing that saves him is the fact that he has a Ghost Usher. If he did not at least have the Ghost Usher as Super Trunks, he would be number 1 on my list, because I don't know if I've used him more 0 unit in the game. And like I said, his animations suck. His animations are awful. He has horrible animations, so restricted, horrible leader skill. Who cares? Total bum you. Such a bad leader. It's like, why would you ever want to run more than one of these guys? Oh man, just asking yourself to lose. All right, next we're going to grab another really bad unit, mainly because they never got their time in the sun, and it makes me feel bad that I summoned for them. It's the Int Droids. Now, they were interesting in the fact that they have this 35% defensive increase on their super attack, which is definitely pretty good. I'm pretty sure they have some more here. Tournament participants and allies, huge support. But here's the problem. This 35% defensive raise for 2 turns was only if there is a Goku ally, because they need it for their super unit super attack. And then they ran tournament participants. When these guys released, there were none of those. There were no Gokus. There were tournament participants. You were not getting that. After 9th anniversary, you did, but then these guys became absolute bums at that point. They do have some pretty good defenses post super, but the biggest problem was after the 9th anniversary, they got booted off of their own team instantly. They came out with no team, and then as soon as a team came for them, they were the worst option on there. They were the worst. They were like the 10th worst option, because you just got easy A after easy A after easy A after easy A of super amazing characters. There's just no reason to run these guys. Like, I don't know if there's ever been a more failed unit in this game for their team. Or at least as ironic as this one, to release with no team, and then when the team comes, not even that much later. Like, for us, this was the same year of release, and I think it was even less time for JP for these guys to release, to still just have nothing. Wow, truly crazy. Not only that, obviously you want to try to fill with as many Gokus as possible so you could get this. But then, like, their best links are like Android units, who also aren't very good. Like MVP 17 is pretty good, you know, assumedly you could get his stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm what a confusing 2023 Dokkan. I really wonder what was going on. Were they? A part of me wonders if they're just having huge shifts in you know, development team or something. Because when you compare it to 2022 and then 2024, it's truly confusing, like how it was so bad. Was it really just the sync? Was it really just getting ready for the sync? So maybe they moved too many people over in like departments, and so like things were really messed up. But like, these guys' animations are quite bad. They're nothing special. Their OSTs are quite good though, but I don't really care about OSTs that much. But really bad animations. I forgot they have an active skill too that is nothing special. Like, why even put a... I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, let's get our number one. You knew what it was. If you've been following me at all for any amount of time, you know it was SDR going on Pickle. Sorry, a quick interruption. I don't know where that stopped. Let's talk about my least favorite unit in the game. It's a in the game. Whoa. That's a little too far. But of the year of 2024 for Global Dokkan, it's this SDR Piccolo and Gohan. I truly hate these guys. I feel like they're such a nothing release. Horrible leader. Okay, horrible leader. I care about the leader quite a bit. Horrible leader. The only good animation they have is Piccolo dying. I don't even think it's that great. People were kind of glazing it to hell. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't like the way Piccolo looks after he dies. I'm talking about the crying. There's just some really weird frames there that just take me out of it. His actual death though looks pretty nice, but horrible leader skill. Just truly off. If you want to, he's an impossible to run as a leader. And I might be like, well, just don't run him as a leader, then idiots. And it's like, well, I want to. Why can't I, man? Most other characters you can run as a leader, and you want to run as a leader because usually they're good enough that you want to run two of them. Is not the case for this guy. Now, the reason why he's bad as a leader is because he's running Bounty Master Disciple, which is a horrible category, as well as Saiyan Saga. But the real reason why he's a bad leader is if you do manage to get his revive off, we're going to go over his kit a little bit here. He needs a Goku ally. If you're running his team, you have none of those. Bounty Master Disciple famously has very little Gokus. Unless you are Whizgi Goku or Kid Goku, I don't think you're on this category anywhere. Oh, I guess they are. But like, well, that's just really more so for Gohan, I'm gonna be honest with you. But like, dude, there's no Gokus on here. No good Gokus, that's for sure. Probably the best Goku on here, literally right now, right this second, is Saiyan Saga Goku. Wait, no, he's not on this. He's on Saiyan Saga. Duh. This one has none, actually. Saiyan Saga as well only has this character. This is the only good one. When they released, there was 0 good Goku units on Saiyan Saga. Like, who are we running? Kaioken Goku? Let's be for real for 2 seconds. Be for real for 2 seconds. So, okay. Team is doomed. His team is doomed. All right. Which is a shame because he does give, multi-turn support in slot 3, right? Key 1, 30% for 3 turns of his third attacker in a turn. Awesome. That's honestly pretty good. I could, like Glorio. Here's the thing. You're floating Glorio off, but you still want to run his team because you get 2 of him. Wow. He was the original Glorio in this way. The only thing is Glorio doesn't die every goddamn turn like these guys do. If you run them slot 3, you do not get this. You do not reduce damage received by 40% of HP 7% or more when receiving attacks the first second turn. You don't have that. So they have middling, and I mean truly middling, nothing defense. And then they'll die in slot 3. Perfect. Cool. I'm very glad. What a wonderful, fantastic unit. And not in a sense where they revive you. No. You want to get the revive, but you need to be under 7% HP. I find it so difficult to these guys revive. They just die. If I throw them slot 3, then the support's really nice, but then we die because they take too much damage. If I'm running their team, that's not the biggest deal because maybe next turn we'll have the next Gohan and Piccolo. But like I said, we're not doing that a whole lot. So instead we just take a lot of damage and then we can't really heal up. We put them slot 3 to take a lot of damage. You might think it might help for reviving with them, but we're not going to see them for a while. They can't go slot 1. Reducing damage received by 40% is not enough to go slot 1. So really, the only place they're ever going to live is slot 2, but they don't do anything interesting slot 2. They only have support for this, which is nothing. Sure, you're running his team, but we just talked about why you don't want to run his team. But you run them on different teams. Maybe this is pretty helpful, but they're not doing any damage. They're not doing anything special. They don't do damage. They don't dodge. They can still get killed by supers. They're nothing special. If you transform into Gohan, it's a little different. All right. Sure, he's pretty good. He's got the guaranteed crit right away, but then it instantly becomes like, is it even guaranteed? For the critical hit when performing super attack for first turn, yes. So you do get the guaranteed crit. After that, it's only attacks against all types. But the thing that annoys me so much is really just this Goku part. And there were no good Gokus to run with this guy. What teams is he on where you're running him? Earthbred Fighters, that is a very excellent Goku. You know what? Very excellent Goku. You got this guy, sure. You're running Earthbred Fighters, you're running this guy. It's, you know, not too bad because you want to try to get a revive ASAP. But the only problem was there was better revives on this guy's team. So then he had no spot because it's like, why would I run this guy and try to get, you know, Goku and Piccolo killed when I could just run the year 8s? Exactly. Or, you know, any other reviving unit. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no point. Great Goku on that one. But are you only running him on that team? Yeah, I guess. Probably. What are these other teams? Yeah. Oh man, he had no place. He was bad. He just has a kit that is just so wacky dacky. Put him slot 3 for support, he dies. You put him slot 2, he does nothing. You never revive with him. He's bad. I hate him. You need a Goku. His team has no Gokus on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. This is like, this is truly feels like the most modern AGL Gohan we've gotten. If you don't understand what I'm referencing, let me just grab him here. His active skill to transform required 58% or less HP with Android 16 on the team, or 50% or less with an Android's category ally starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. Okay. But he leads Kamehameha. It is that level of baffling for me as this guy is. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Every single time I've used him, I've regretted and I've hated him. Some people have had luck with him too. I don't get it. Here's the thing though with this guy is he needs to be built full dodge. So he is entirely dependent on dupes because you need to build this guy full dodge and then you have to pray that he dodges. You only got 50%. I hate this guy so much. And the thing is, I've seen lasers for him. I've seen shooters. Super Trunks, I get it. He's got his you know, full freaking Ghost Usher gimmick. You could run him off lead with, you know, the tech androids and Pycon, and you're safe in Int Boo now, and then you're safe for like 20 turns, and he's a part of that. Sure, I get it. I understand. I don't like him in every other way but that. Hirudegarn, sure, if you're lucky, fine, whatever, I don't care. These guys, when you run them, I guess they're pretty okay, fine, you know. If you decide to make your team a little worse to run these guys, sure. This guy, I don't get it. I hate him so much. He's the worst. I feel like 50% of this video has been me just shitting on this guy. I hate him so much. Like, if I'm looking at my least favorite units of all time, he's probably up there. I got this guy. I don't remember how the summons for this guy went. I honestly don't remember. But I have pulled him probably 30 times since he's come out, and every single time I see him pop on my screen, I'm remembered how useless he is. He is just truly a bum. Ugh, he's so bad. Anyways, this is my least favorite characters of 2024 for Global Dokkan. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed something from all of my complaining. I gotta go take a shower. I'm so mad. God damn. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.